Well, you know what you have to say to the perfectionists in the group, though? I have to say to the perfectionists, sometimes adequate is adequate. Because we can get so over-prepared, we never get a darn... Oh, somebody's not there, Christy. You've heard that. Nobody gets a darn thing done when they're trying to be too perfect. Sometimes I say it's better to take initiative, make decisions, take action, and then ask for forgiveness rather than asking, can I do something? You know, step up, take a risk, take a shot at it. Sales is a zero-sum game. If you start out with nothing and you end up with nothing, you didn't lose anything. If you start out with nothing, you end up with something, you just won. Think of our discussion today. We're all in sales, right? We have to meet with people, understand their situation, and persuade them to use what we offer as what they need, right? But we can also just replace the word sales with helping. You're out there helping. And you know what? If you're not making sales, you're not helping, right? It doesn't matter how good the service is that you can provide if nobody's buying it from you, right? If you implement this one strategy for everlasting sales performance into your daily repertoire, it will transform your performance. Ever been there? All this stuff's going through your head, and then the phone rings and it's a live one on the phone, you gotta have a conversation with them. Where's your head? And that if you have a match with this person, and you have a match meaning that your institution can provide services that will meet their needs, then you need to make that transaction happen as quickly as possible, right? That agreement, get that agreement made as quickly as possible so you can move forward and be helping them. He's been building rapport for years. Now that's an exaggerated situation, but haven't we all fallen prey to thinking, I need to really relate with this guy for a long time before I can ask him for his business? Nonsense. So you have to have both emotion and logic. But then we started thinking, they don't care what you know till they know that you care. So maybe the buying decision really begins in heart. Now you have the appropriate sales energy, and now you've earned the right to open your mouth and speak. But until you have these other things, I don't think you have the right to say anything to anybody. In a totally different place. So now you're in there with them in what they need and want and what you can provide for them. It changes your energy. And when the person feels that change in energy, that shift puts you so far ahead. Better be a little more scholarly here. You educators should be reading a little more. Yeah, I was meeting with a business owner, a manufacturer, and I got off into, this is just the coolest guy, interesting stuff, all these things in common. We're having this great conversation. We got all this rapport. This is just terrific. We got this great relationship, big R going. And he says, you're a terrific person. Come by and have a cup of coffee anytime. But you know, right now I got to go on to other things. We're out of time. How much time do you think this person allocated for that conversation or that meeting? Did you negotiate for a specific amount of time? Do you know how long your conversation will take with them? Do you know where you should be during the conversation at what points in time? 1, 2, 3. I am a great listener. Excellent. Thank you. That was great. You may sit down now. But sometimes you're thinking you got to go out there to convince somebody else about something, but you haven't convinced yourself. And it's really important that we get in the mud with the client.